Hello, my name is Juwan Zapata, and today I'm here with Ryan Lohr. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so let's get started with the questions. If you had the opportunity to race anybody in the world, anybody from throughout past times and now, who would it be?
This is kind of a personal answer. I'd pick probably my uncles because they're the only other members of my family that ran like cross country. So I'd pick like my uncles when they ran cross country when they were in high school at Lackawanna.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. I would have thought maybe Usain Bolt or somebody like around that time. But all right, next question. What made you fall in love with track and field and also cross country?
I would say that I fell in love with cross country before track and field. I enjoyed being outside and being active. Running cross country was like the perfect way to get outside and be active. I really enjoy the competitiveness of racing. So that's what kind of really drew me into cross country. And then you kind of go into track and field after that as soon as you become a cross country runner. So I like racing and cross country and track, but I'd say running on the trails and racing on trails is my favorite part.
Got you, got you. All right, so I know you fell in love with cross country and track at an early age, but I know now we're dealing with COVID. So, what were some of the main struggles preparing for the season?
Not having competitions on the schedule is very hard for like any runner. Being a distance runner, I usually compete like year round from cross country to indoor to outdoor track, and then over the summer do a couple races. But it's hard to find the motivation without having a race like upcoming in like the next month or something like that. And also not being able to run like together as a group, like with the team is difficult. But now that we're able to practice in small groups, it's getting a lot easier. So hopefully we'll be able to practice as a whole team for track and cross country.
Hopefully, hopefully. All right. In your opinion, what are your greatest accomplishments in either track or cross country or both? Actually,
My greatest accomplishment was making hitting a personal best five winner at RIT. I ran a 16:59 5K. That was significant to me because the year prior I had broken my leg running the same race at the same track at RIT. So it felt good to like overcome that. I like did my personal best at a place that was almost like disastrous and had a pretty bad memory at. So I was happy to have a good memory running at the same track and beating the feat of getting under 17 minutes in that race.
that sounds great. I know how it is to overcome some injuries to myself as well, but I'm proud of you and continue to do what you got to do. All
Thank
right.
you.
So, how does it feel that you might, still have a season, I believe, coming up in the spring, or still, like, how does it feel that you can still run for Alfred in your senior year, hopefully?
I'm a little sad that we don't have like a full cross country season this fall. So far in the spring, we'll have at least a championship meet, but it's like it'll be in the spring, so it's like or early March, so it'll be kind of crappy weather. But I'm happy that at least we'll be able to have a meet and compete. Um, but it's nice being a distance runner because I can also prepare for like running after college. I could start training for a marathon. So I'm excited for the future, but I wish I could have done like a full season last season cross country.
Yeah, man, got you. Keep pushing. I know. Hopefully, I'll see you in a marathon. I like to get some runs in as well. And I know that you're part of. You're the president of SAC, and not a lot of people on campus or a lot of athletes, student athletes, know what SAC is really about. So, as the president, do you think you can give us a small description of what you guys do and how you guys can be a part of it, or
Yeah,
student athletes
sure.
can be a part of it?
Yeah. So the Student Athlete Advisory Committee has been a great way for me to become involved on campus. SAC brings together a few team leaders from each of the 17 NCAA teams on campus, and we meet every couple Sundays. What we do is we vote on new NCAA legislation, as well as plan and hold civic engagement events where we try to do good in the local community. And we also do student athlete development sessions to educate athletes. So that'll be probably the biggest way you'll find out about SAC is when we hold an event and have all the teams come in for like a meeting. So last year, Jen brought in an ex-baseball player who was a good motivational speaker. So that was one way that we kind of helped last year. This year, we're also trying to expand more and focus on educating students about social justice matters as well as mental health. So you'll have a couple of team leaders that might let you know about events or give you updates on that. So a good way to get involved is if they tell you about an event, is a good way is to volunteer for that event or at least show up and participate.
And that's just a small descriptions of a little bit of what you do. But thank you, Ryan. I appreciate your time. And this was a 2-minute drill, maybe with a little bit of extra time. Thank you.
Thank you.